is medium large or large effect size, that shows a substantial amount of influence that this IV has on weight loss. Next thing that we need to do is the Tukey test. So let's go ahead and go into here, analyze, and we're going to go into compare means, ANOVA. Oops. We're going to go into post hoc, and we're going to type in games how. So we have a violation here, and it's not a major violation. Again, this is usually associated with equal variances, not assumed. We'll use it for this case where we have normality violated, but I don't think normality is as big a violation as this one is because it's specifically designated here. So let's go ahead and go into here and check the post hoc, because now we know that there's a difference between the groups, but we want to know where the difference lies and what that means. So here's what we have here. We have our diet pill, placebo pill, and exercise plus regime pill. And here are their means, here are their standard deviations. As we saw in the previous section, I think this is all information that's quite review. What is different here is the post hoc test. What do we have here? So what we see here is diet pill is being compared to placebo pill. And we have a mean difference. If I was to go in here, and if I was to subtract 5 minus this one, I believe. I think, oh, no, sorry. Yeah, it's this one right here. 5 minus 6.5. Because it's diet pill minus the placebo pill right here. And what we see here is 0.84116. Taking the difference, is it statistically significant? No, it's not statistically significant. And then diet pill means difference from diet pill plus exercise. That's a negative 4.34594, and this is statistically significant right here. And then if we were to look at, I think those are the three groups that we need to look at, except this one right here. So placebo pill compared to diet pill and exercise, what we see here is not a statistically significant difference between the groups. It's barely over the 0.05 threshold for a significant difference. So that's what we see there for this value. And for your convenience, I went ahead and just made color designations for the explanations behind this. And so difference means difference. So since we're talking about weight loss, this is how much of weight loss difference there was. So as we see here, I wrote down the mean weight loss for diet pill is 0.84, less than the placebo pill. And so they lost more weight in the diet pill or in the placebo pill than they did in the diet pill. So for whatever odd reason, they lost less weight in the diet pill condition in comparison to the placebo pill. And so if I read this again, the mean weight loss for the diet pill is 0.84 less pounds than the placebo pill, but this difference is not statistically significant, right? So in P is 0.829. So there may be a difference here, but it's not statistically significant. So really, the case would be, so what? And this should probably be 0.0806. We'll just round that up to 0.81. And then let's look at this one right here. Diet pill plus exercise regime, what's the mean difference? So the loss less weight in the diet pill, 4.34 pounds less weight in the diet pill condition in comparison to diet pill plus exercise. Mean weight loss for diet pill is 4.35 pounds less than diet pill combined with exercise treatment, and this difference is statistically significant. So we have a p-value that is less than 0.05, is actually 0.008 instead of 0.009. And then finally, looking at this one right here, This is 5.8. And this would be not statistically significant. So hopefully you can see all of these, and just press pause on these if you have any questions. And well, there is quite a story to be told with all this information here. So I'll leave this up to you to be able to answer this question. Which diet regime do you think is best? Provide at least one piece of quantitative evidence. And really you need to talk about things in conjunction with each other. So you're talking about a significant p-value, then that's one piece of quantitative evidence, but that may not be enough, because is that difference meaningful? Then you need an effect size that maybe is large, or maybe a medium-sized effect size would suffice as well. Let's look at this part right here. So you will be tasked to write this in APA, and this is in the walkthrough. I just copy and paste in the walkthrough. And what we see here is it's basically putting stuff from this SPSS in here. Well, it's not basically, that's what needs to be done here. Is you go into SPSS and we find information such as degrees of freedom. Whatever's in this parenthesis right here is degrees of freedom. This is the between degrees of freedom right here. And between groups, degrees of freedom is 2. And then this is the within groups, which is going to be 78. And then this is going to be the F ratio right here. And that is 5.27. And then the p-value is 0.007. Eta is 0.11. And then we have the confidence intervals. Confidence intervals. Now, I believe it's going to be total confidence intervals right here. If I'm not mistaken, it's this one right here. 6.29 and then 8.72 right there. Yeah, because between the diets and that would be total right here. Post hoc comparison using the Tukey tests were carried out. We used the games how, and the only reason why I did that was because of a violation of normality, but really games how is specifically for homogeneity variance. I'm just going to use games how because that's the one that I chose, and I justify it because I just thought that normality was quite an important thing to look into, and there might be even a better post hoc test to use. Now I'll look at that later. If anybody has any questions on that, I'll try to figure it out later. There was a significant difference between the diet pill condition and the placebo. And this should be, there was not. Because what we saw here, if we go back down to here, that was 0.806, or rounded up to 0.81 for right there. With people in the, what was it, placebo pill, losing more weight than the diet pill. But it was not statistically significant. It was not enough to be statistically significant. There was also a difference between, there was a difference between the diet pill and the diet pill exercise regime. And this p-value was equal to 0.008. with participants in the diet pill combined with exercise condition, losing more weight than participants in the diet pill condition. And then you can, of course, write, if I was to copy and paste this down, I could write this for the last one, which is placebo pill versus diet pill plus exercise. And if I was to do placebo pill and then diet pill combined with exercise, not a significant difference because p-value is 0.058 with participants in the losing more weight in the diet pill combined exercise condition. Yeah, they're losing more weight than participants in the placebo pill condition, but it was not statistically significant. All right, so that should pretty much clarify that. This gives an example. I should mention that this is not your answers for your homework. This is just an example of what we see from your homework. In your homework, you have 78 participants. What I have in this example was 81 participants. So hopefully this has been helpful, and please reach out if you have any questions or concerns, and I will see you soon.